Hi everyone, it's Kate from Kate in Recovery, and it's my recovery, and I'm living in gratitude today. So I am grateful for the relapse I've been through this year, although that's sometimes hard to swallow because I've caused a lot of damage to myself and the people I love and everything I worked for when I began my recovery in 2018. And so I began this journey with you all in January when I got out of my first inpatient treatment. Well, not my first inpatient treatment, but my first inpatient treatment for this relapse. I got out, to recap a little bit, I got out January 7th, went in December 7th, got out January 7th, relapsed after 30 days out on the street. Just had gotten 60 days and picked up again, unfortunately, and that's for many reasons. And then I got my butt back into another inpatient treatment, March 16th, and I was released April 18th from that treatment. Finished that successfully. However, I was supposed to go straight to a 3-quarter house for women for 6 months and get some solid groundwork done on restoring my life there. But in the interim, from inpatient to the 3-quarter house, I had an obligation, and that was to take care of some of the damage I had done in my life, which was to turn myself into our local county prison. And I was really frightened to do so, and I guess I had some good reason to be afraid, because instead of a 72-hour hold, which I thought I would go through, which means I turned myself in and within 72 hours I would see a judge and then be released, the judge held me on a $1,000 bail and gave me a court date of May 25th. Now, $1,000 bail would mean I would call someone and they would put up $100 and I could get released. But I never received a phone call. Nope. My legal right to phone calls when I got into prison wasn't granted. Not through any fault of my own. And then the normal phone call procedure in the prison after I got out of booking, well, we were in lockdown pretty much the whole time I was there. And the code they gave me to work the phones, that didn't work. Anyway, my higher power wanted me to sit. And after about 7 days, I decided, you know what, it's better I do this time and just hopefully get time served. And obviously, it's prior to May 25th. It's May 11th today. So I was granted a earlier court date yesterday and was released yesterday. So let me tell you, everyone, I have close to 60 days again. I'm sitting here outside of my drug and alcohol outpatient counseling, and I am nervous. I don't want to mess this up. I do not want to use, I don't want to pick up. I want to be successful. I want to restore everything I lost and then some, and then a lot some. I want to get the world. I want to have my cake and eat it too. I want to be of service. I want to find God's will for me. I want to live the 12 steps. I want to be here with you all. I want to be here and get clean with you all. I met so many great women while I was in treatment, women just like me, women with bigger problems, lesser problems, same problems, doesn't matter. We're all suffering from the same conundrum, this disease of addiction. It's just horrifying, and it just is horrifying because it just is gut-wrenching. It's gut-wrenching to hurt the people you love. It's gut-wrenching to have your dreams pulled from under you. It's gut-wrenching to constantly lose everything you work for and everything that defines you. And I've shed so many tears. For those of you that have watched all of my videos, you know I'm a mother of 2 children, and I want to say that this particular video is dedicated to my 2 amazing, heroic children. I'm really, I don't want to say I'm nothing without them, but my heart is so devoted to them, and my disease makes it look like, and I'm sure to them, I mean, they've just been through hell because of my actions in response to my mental health issues with this disease. I know that my calling is even stronger than it's ever been to devote my life to spreading the hope that there is recovery out of this illness. I met a lot of women in the last several months who have literally given up on themselves. They literally are signing DNRs in hospitals. They do not want to be resuscitated. They do not want to live. They want to get high and die. And that is like just the saddest thing I could ever think of, that these mothers of beautiful children are so defeated by this disease that they want to give up. That if it weren't for the fact that they had amazing children, they would give up. I am fortunate in the fact that because of my upbringing and because of the blessings God has given me, I don't want to give up, and I never have wanted to give up. I'm not gonna lie, there's been a few moments where I pondered the notion that maybe things would be better if I was gone, or what would life be like if I was gone, but no. I want to be a survivor because I am a survivor. I have overcome so much in just the last couple of months. Prison was never a part of my story, which is rare for an addict that has used as long as I have. I did 3 days about 5 years ago. And that was enough to let me know I never wanted to be locked up again. But unfortunately, I was in the wrong place, the wrong time with I was doing something illegal. Fortunately, being an addict forces us to go to illegal means to feel better when we are not living a program. And anyway, I got charges in September and November, and there's a lot of details to the story, but these charges have been really bothering me. They've been keeping my self-esteem low. They've been stopping me from getting employment and seeking real employment. They've been keeping me sick. And I was kind of looking forward to being on probation. To be honest, I thought I'd possibly get probation as a consequence, and I was looking forward to those drug tests every month. But I've put myself into counseling where I can get drug testing here, hold me accountable, get some solid clean time in, and I am reaching out to a new sponsor. You'll find as you follow me on this channel that I am a firm believer. Well, I believe every addict needs a program. We can't do it alone. We just can't. There's got to be some sort of program we follow. We do not know what we're doing. Our thinking gets us, living on park benches. The stories I hear of these beautiful women, my last cellmate was her last arrest before she got into the cell with me. She was sleeping next to some guy in a mall downtown. So she was trespassing inside. I don't even know how she got in the mall after hours, but that's where she got arrested with, a half a bundle under her body. So, and when I left her yesterday, I made a commitment to write her and be there for her because she feels like she has no one. And she's a mother of a 21-year-old female and a 6-year-old little girl. And the 21-year-old is basically, grown up. But the 6-year-old, it just touched my heart to see how the destruction in her spirit when she found out that she was going to not be released with me yesterday, that she was going to be transported to another prison where she was going to be on a very, very high bail, like $200,000, $100,000, I forget, something incredible, and possibly looking at a few years. all for things she did in the name of copying another fix. So I really would love to know what you guys are thinking about your own recoveries. Please comment. If you have questions or ideas for me or for other women, please comment. I've met a lot of women in the 2 treatment centers I've been in the outpatient, in the rooms, on the streets. And I'd like to develop a community here at Kate in Recovery. So please join me. And I just wanted to touch base to say, no, I did not die. For those of you who watched me at the beginning, I'm very much alive. I've been in a fight for my life over the time period since I last was here on the channel. You can see in my last video that I was very emotional, and it really was a struggle to survive. The hold the streets had on me, and really still have on me, is very strong. However, the hold that the vision of my restoration, the hold that my loved ones have on me, the hold that my belief in myself, and most importantly, my belief in my higher power. I am so devoted to God. I have such strong faith, and my little bit of time spent locked up, that faith just grew even stronger. I mean, turning a bad situation into a better situation or a phenomenal situation feels amazing. When I was at my lowest point in prison, I found the smallest gesture that I could find to do for another human being, and that turned my spirit around completely. I'm telling you, for example, they gave us 2 packs of sugar every day. And let me tell you, I like sugar. I do. I definitely like sugar. And especially because for breakfast it was bran cereal. Bran cereal is really oat bran or whatever those flake things are. That is so boring to eat. And I didn't do the coffee because you can't smoke cigarettes and the coffee or chicory or whatever they give you in prison. That I didn't want to be triggered to want nicotine, so I bypassed that. But I would purposely save my second pack of sugar just so that I could give it to someone else, because it gave me so much more pleasure to give it to someone else than it did to consume it myself. It feels so great to help somebody along the way each and every day. And, women in prison put up a tough front because we're all scared. We're all scared to poop our pants in there because nobody wants to be there. Nobody. I'm telling you, for the first 7 days I was in there, they didn't even let me have toilet paper. That's how bad it was. That's very demeaning. To not even be able to control the fact that you're going to wipe your butt with something. And to my children that are watching, this is why I want you to be protected, and I want you to do your best to never get involved with drugs and alcohol. For all of us, this is a family disease, and it's genetic. There's environmental factors, of course, but we carry these genes, and so we're very susceptible, and my 2 children are very susceptible, and they have to be very careful. And I am kicking myself in the butt for all the years I have not been there for them, and the fact that I have to spend all this time working on myself and not being with them even now when I am clean. But it's a necessary. It's what it is. What it is. I am an addict. I did relapse, and the important thing today is that I'm clean, and that I'm restoring this, and I have a commitment to be there for the 2022 football season for my son. I will be going to those games. I am blessed that my parents have been able to take care of my children during this long, long illness period in my life. I haven't been raising my son since he was 5.5, and my daughter moved in with my mother before she turned 3. So my daughter is about to be of the age of driving, and I've got to be there to protect her. I can't ever have a moment where I'm not able to respond to any of my kids' needs. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me, and I'm back, and I'm just really grateful to have this opportunity to share with all of you my strength, experience, and hope. I look forward to talking to you about, well, we'll see what the subject matter is. And I've been promising interviews with some great people in my life. I was supposed to have some interviews before things went haywire. And I am a woman of my word. So although I'm not delivering these interviews as a time frame I promised them in, I am getting some interviews going for you guys. So I will be back shortly. Thanks for tuning in to Kate in Recovery. Bye, ladies. Bye, everybody.